Hello, English 3060. How are we doing today? Welcome back. We're going to talk about Project 1A. In this video, we're in week 2, moving right along. I know a lot of you have already reached out to me talking about Project 1A. You got the article resources tab here. There's a few extra resources for Project 1A listed here. How to, maybe if you need if you've just taken 3050, memos should be maybe more like second nature. But there's some how to write a memo, summary of a journal article is very helpful on WikiHow. And then the summary essay. Some of the things I'll just kind of say in general about this for Project 1A is, and I mentioned it in the announcement too, in your Project 1A memos, make sure, keep in mind the standard expectation of standard formatting. Memo or memorandum at the top. It kind of like sets the tone for the genre. To, from, the date, and then a subject line or regarding line are usually expected. And then also you might think about when writing a memo too. I think that subject headings, what we might call signposts and stuff like that are certainly okay. And especially if you're dealing with more complicated information, a lot of times they create these stair steps as you go down, like introduction, and then whatever the main points perhaps are. And if there's a conclusion or a wrap up, and then you can title those, your subheadings or signposts accordingly. So keep those things in mind as well. All right, so let's go back to our homepage here on Canvas. Now let's take a look at the Project 1A assignment description. I don't want to say that it is self-explanatory in any stretch of the imagination, but I do want us to kind of take a look at, maybe hit some of the highlights here, things that you might either have a question about or whatever. But oftentimes we're obviously, depending on what field that you're going into, you're asked to look at a bunch of other information or some information, take that information and then translate it in some cases, make it palatable, make it understandable for various audiences. And so this assignment gives us an opportunity to do that. So we want to keep it kind of short, regardless of how long the article is that you choose. 1 to 2 page. This is kind of like an informative summary. We're informing our audience, educated audience, about the article that we have chosen. So we want it to obviously be in your own words. There's a couple of things in the first line of your summary, and I'm kind of highlighting right here, cite the author of the article, and we want to use APA style, as well as have a reference page. And then within there, we don't want to be saying like according to. This is your summary, so I want it to mostly be your words. Includes paraphrasing and things of that nature. Come close to, obviously going to be some paraphrasing, but we want to try to put it into as much as we possibly can into our own words. So we cite the author once and then not again. And then next time that the author of your particular article comes into play would be in the references. So I'll make sure that we analyze, think about our audience, and the purpose of our summary is to take this more complicated information, make it as understandable as possible while still retaining, even though there's going to be the complicatedness perhaps of the article that you choose, so that even I, your lowly professor, can understand it as well. So what we hope to gain from this is we practice some strategies of summarizing technical information for a non-technical audience, this first bullet point here, and to learn to present technical information to a non-technical audience using a written format. And I think this is really apropos when you think about especially the current climate that we're in. There's a lot of technical information, a lot of numbers floating around. You think about COVID and how someone takes the research that's being done currently, the numbers that are being put together and assessed and evaluated, and how we take that information and translate it down to all of us. All right, so that's kind of a brief review of Project 1A. I'll be back to see you guys soon. We'll be talking about Project 1B. And I hope you have a great day, have a great week. We'll talk again soon. See y'all later.